Israeli troops have ended their two-day raid on a refugee camp in the occupied West Bank. But Israel warns that its most intense military operation in 2 decades is not a one-off. Drone footage reveals the damage left in Jenin. Buildings and roads are destroyed, water and electricity is cut, and residents who fled the area during the fighting are returning to clean up all the debris. Iris Mackler joins me now from Jerusalem with more. Iris, thank you for joining us. Tell us what's happening this morning in Jenin.
Well, this morning, as you said, the residents are coming back. The Jenin refugee camp has a population of around 14,000, and it's estimated that about 3,000 to 4,000 fled. They went to stay with relatives in the main town. They went to the hospital. Now they're coming home, and they are seeing the roads torn up, the cars flattened, the buildings reduced to rubble. Parts of the camp don't have power and water yet, and it may take some time since the infrastructure was destroyed, but they are starting to clean up. The question is, who will pay for this cleanup? If there was some kind of peace deal or ceasefire terms between the militants and Israel, then maybe you could look to Israel. There isn't that. It could be the Palestinian Authority, but they are not, they're a marginal force in Jenin right now. If you compare this to 2002, the massive Israeli operation back then it was the PA, the Palestinian Authority under Yasser Arafat that was in charge. That's no longer the case, and it's that vacuum that the militant groups have stepped into. Will they pay for this, or will it just be the residents, the very poor residents of this part of Jenin?
A little bit here about what happened overnight in Gaza.
After the Israeli pullout was completed, so that's around 2 or 3 a.m., there was a barrage of rocket fire from Gaza into Israel, and Israel met that with airstrikes against Hamas targets. Even though it's believed that the people firing the rockets were the Palestinian militant group Islamic Jihad, nevertheless, Israel says that it's Hamas which is in charge and it's Hamas which it targets. This reminds me of the end of many military operations that Israel begins in the Gaza Strip. There's rocket fire from Gaza, there's airstrikes, and then once a ceasefire is agreed, there's 5 or 6 more rockets. So I think this was a sign, a victory lap, if you like, and I think this was a sign of solidarity from the people of Gaza to the people of Jenin, although they didn't intervene during the Israeli military raid, which took 2 days.